Welcome to the show. It's We Are live from St. Louis, Missouri, Grand Center, Midcoast Studio. Check out midcoast.media for more information. And be sure, if you're subscribed on iTunes, throw us a review, people. We love that. Good morning, everybody. I've got Tommy the intern to my left. Good morning, Tommy. I've got producer extraordinaire, stream coordinator, and VMix expert Chris Gardner, the executive producer in studio. And then Travis Terrell. He's in Brooklyn, New York, wearing all white like the Diddy party. What's up, Travis?
Let's go Blues.
Oh, look who's back in the PF Chang's, and he's a St. Louisan all of a sudden when it's convenient. Gardner, I don't know if your camera's fired up today, but you already look distraught, angry, put off by Travis's New York elitism. And I know you got to say hi to your walnuts and all that good stuff, but let's get through it, man. It's going to be a heck of a show today.
First off, good morning, gentlemen.
Hello.
In St. Louis and in New York. Good morning, walnuts and bluesers this morning. And Travis tweeting out last night, we're going to the Stanley Cup.
Yes, we are.
Shitting on this town ever since you left.
Yeah, that we got real grabby. Yeah. You got real sticky with that we.
Huh. Thought he might have meant Boston, but I realized that wasn't New York.
Right. Yeah, they all kind of just glom together up in the Northeast, don't they?
Born and raised in the city of St. Louis, I have already repped my city as strong as one can do, and I think
really?
I think I'm actually the only one in this show that actually grew up inside the city limits and was born inside the city limits. So yeah, I definitely can say.
And then left.
Go Blues. How about you guys?
And then left the city limits?
That's what happens when you grow up.
Oh, is it?
When did you plan on growing up?
Haven't you ever heard Cats in the Cradle?
Travis is mocking us. Much like the viewers.
It was a funny face.
Much like the viewers of his fellowship program. Travis has reverted to a snarky 4.5-year-old who just drank some juice. Travis, I saw you had a big night last night. You were out and about in the city. Let's get to that in a minute, but I got to tell you guys about Fair or Foul. We've got Dr. Ed Minyeko in later. He's from Hillside Animal Hospital. Always have a blast with Dr. Ed. Do some dogs on film. I like this Fair or Foul today, Gardner. Do you want to get into this, or do you want me to let people know what's going on?
Just say what it is.
The city of Boston / Chris.
No.
Okay, we're just going with the city of Boston.
Yes.
Okay, see, this is where I say, what's going on? City of Boston is your topic today. Huge win by your St. Louis Blues last night over the San Jose Sharks. We're showing a still of a very healthy Mark Wahlberg on a beach, shirt off, showing off the muscles as Travis loves. So
I'm very excited about this, guys. I'm very excited, mainly because, as I said a couple days ago, we'll have the opportunity for the 1 and 2 teams in the racism power rankings when it comes to the most racist cities in America. Boston squaring off against St. Louis. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I'm very excited. Like, on one hand, Boston fans love dropping the N-word to their own players, and whereas in St. Louis, if you just pull your car over just one time in a black neighborhood, there's a strong likelihood that you're going to get your ass kicked by the law. So I don't know who's going to win this one. It's going to be, I think this racism series is going to go to a game 7, and I couldn't be more excited.
So only Travis. Only Travis. I'm starting to think he stole Jack Daniels, by the way. I think you stole the Jack Daniels monument just so you could fire something up and have more controversy to talk about. Only you could inject this into the joyous occasion of a city rejoicing and celebrating and being happy. Only you, buddy.
I'm very excited, though, for this. This is really cool. And as I said the other day, I wanted to see the Blues win at home because of people like Bobby Plager. And I can't believe I'm even saying this. I'm happy for a incredibly rich white man in Tom Stillman. Here's a guy who actually put forth the effort to engage the community
You know,
But
white
no,
people
seriously,
can work
Tom,
hard too, Travis.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Hey, I just
Man, your liberal has become more liberal.
This has just gotten out of hand, and he speaks in such a dismissive
Yes.
tone as he does it, like
You sound
as
like a fool.
Yeah, he really does. You sound like a damn fool.
So you just
Oh,
keep going, though. It's amazing.
So rough. It hurts my heart. It hurts everything.
Oh.
Hey, one of our top fans is already chiming in. That's Ben, who is also known as the JVL Jackal. You probably don't even know what JVL means anymore. Stanley Cup Finals. He's wondering why we've already started Make It Racist, and it was the topic the Stanley Cup Finals.
I was going to
we
use
will
that
do,
today,
We will
actually.
do Make It Racist later. A quick reminder, if you guys want a quick demographic breakdown, despite the most black guests in the history of any show ever in St. Louis, maybe the community could support us a little more, but our demographics do break down fairly pale, sir. So remember who's paying for your hot dogs when you're walking around in New York as you spit in our listeners' faces for how they were born on a daily basis, you piece of
I did jot down, Travis, though. I was thinking of the series coming up, and I wrote down Ham versus Wahlberg, Pam versus Jim.
Oh, man.
Racism versus racism.
Iron sharpens iron, right?
Yeah. So I was like, well, this is what we left with. This is what we got going here. No, I mean, but
Well, I do hope we get the opportunity though to get John Krasinski and Jenna Fisher to one of the games in the series, because I think that's a really great understory to this Stanley Cup final, that you're going to have Jim Halpert going against the love of his life, his lovely wife, mother of his two children, Pam Halpert, as the Blues square off against the Bruins.
Do we still have Denman Cam? Gardner, just a quick technical question. Do we still have Denman Cam?
Maybe.
Are we going to hear you have a stroke?
Maybe. Let's see here.
Travis, I walk around here like it's a minefield these days. This is
how I have
the
to do it.
entire reason I wanted to do this. Tommy, come on. I'm doing my Jim Halpert.
Tommy can't help
Hang on, wait.
himself.
Hang on, wait. Say Boston versus St. Louis, Gardner.
Boston versus St. Louis.
That's good.
Okay. Yeah,
That's good.
sorry. Just
That's
had to
a
get
good
my Jim
Halpert.
on.
That's
Yeah.
Did he
good.
look into the camera?
That's pretty good. Hey, I don't mean to be
I looked at the wrong
rude, and I
camera.
don't
Yeah,
want
you
to jump
did look
off
at the
our
wrong
rundown.
camera.
I'm not tenured.
What was that, Travis?
But what is that shirt Chris Denman is wearing today?
Did you text? Did you text him? You piece. Did you text him? Did you tip him off? He's not that observant.
No.
Did we start a new house?
Kind of looks like that. I'm glad you went that way rather
Guys.
than thinking it looked like an SS thing.
Can I tell him what it is?
Yeah, go ahead.
This morning I walked in and he's wearing a shirt that says Team Denman, and it's got an eagle on it,
That's right.
and it's got a D in the middle,
Mm.
which I don't think stands for Denman.
What is
What's this about? Are you
It was-
starting your own local ISIS? What's
Oh,
that?
and then below that it says lifetime member.
It was.
Oh,
It was.
no.
As if your last name generally changes midway through your life.
Well,
it's
if you get
primarily
married.
been. It's primarily if I got married. If
you
I
get
took her
married,
name,
yeah.
that's true. Or his.
There.
Thank you. It's primarily been too small for me, and it worked out to be a decent hangout around the house shirt, and I thought it was kind of silly. And then today, I was like, which one of these black shirts am I going to wear with a sport coat for whatever, so I don't have to wear like a full-on suit for some meetings later today? And Team Denman got the call, and I knew in my heart of hearts, this wouldn't be let go, glammed over, grazed over, whatever you want to say.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
knew
Is this
that.
like the white people's version of family reunion shirts?
Yeah.
Yes. Is it medieval? Is it mildly Nazi? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll own it.
Yeah, that eagle thing doesn't help.
Well, it's a sign of nobility and strength, Gardner.
It can be, yes.
And
But
then,
I mean,
and
when,
then if you,
when you got German, it
Travis,
does not help.
and
Let's
then
say Chris
Travis,
went German today.
and that's the
I
thing.
did not see this coming.
Denman or
Ah.
the German side is that was good, Gardner. The German side's definitely my mom's side. Has nothing to do with the name Denman. Technically, my last name's not even historically Denman due to an adoption. So really, I'm just making a. Oh no, it's not. That's like if you trace our lineage, we're not Denmans past a generation.
What is it?
Man, how weird is that? MANN. That's not just a choice. Isn't that weird?
Dude, that's
Man.
a sweet ass last name.
Wouldn't you be
Mann?
proud to do a podcast with Chris Mann?
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
had
The
that
black
many.
and the man.
Oh my God! How'd you guys not take advantage of that for however many years?
Oh my gosh! And then the police show up and we
You're
like, we heard there was a black man
Yeah,
here.
literally, the man
Yeah.
has been trying to take you down, Travis.
Two ends.
Literally.
Because I own my end.
Man has been on my back all these years. Literally.
Isn't that strange though that my paternal grandfather was adopted? His last name was Mann, and a family with the last name Denman
Denman?
adopted him. That's kind of
just
strange.
put a den
right?
in front of it. We'll be
Yeah,
good.
it was like
Call it a day.
Yeah, you're familiar enough. You get it.
Did Tommy, did you watch any of the hockey festivities?
No. Hang on. If he gets to call me out, I get to call him out.
Oh, God.
Getting on the on the way into our elevator, we have
I
our
asked
nice.
this question,
I let
Travis.
Tommy in. By the way, I let Tommy in every morning. It's a beautiful time. We have our little walk.
I've been
we,
here
we
before him
cherish
every
it
day this
every
week.
day. That's right. Well, no, that's not true.
Yeah.
Yesterday you weren't.
Oh, I guess that's
so the and then I stay 6 hours longer than you, so don't forget about that.
I've been on time
The,
every day this week.
He wants an award for that. So back to it. Tommy walks in and just casually, as if I hadn't seen from the time I left the office at 5:15 on the drive, more white people in blues sweaters waiting for buses than I've ever seen in my life.
What?
The entire city completely taken over for 12 hours despite tornadoes coming through. Social media just littered with it. This morning, all I see is blues stuff on the way to work. Tommy casually just drops I saw the hockey team won, and then just keeps on walking.
I asked him, Travis. I go, Tommy, did you see Tarasenko scored last night? And he says, no, I kind of was watching some weird YouTube videos. So, Tommy, instead of watching the hockey game,
Break this down.
let Travis know what you were watching.
All right. So I found this video. It's on it's from a Twitter account called Unusual Videos Credit. So all right. So you know when you go to pick up a water bottle, you pick it up like this with your hand, like that.
Right.
All right. So I saw this girl. She went in for the water bottle like this, but then she turned her. It's technically a Bud Light can, but she turned her hand like inside out and then picked up the water
And
bottle.
picked it up that way?
Yeah, it was real weird. So I saved it on my phone,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna show Chris it right now.
Now, what else? You were just watching weird YouTube videos, huh?
Ah!
So she bends her
something out of those.
backhand the same way she would curve your hand when you're picking up a bottle.
Yes. Yeah,
That's
it's real
so
bizarre.
gross
So did you watch
and
that for
awesome.
2.5 hours?
No, then I started doing some reading about psychic vampires.
Oh no.
High five! High five, Tommy!
The most
Yes!
the most interesting thing in St. Louis in the last 5 decades happened.
Oh!
Crosses
Yes!
culture, crosses generations. It's a civic win. It's a feel good win. No one is happier than St. Louisans about. We've all got one thing that we're happy about. Tommy's reading about psychic vampires. This is
That's the reason I didn't tell you guys
This is the-
immediately.
this is the crop. What did you learn?
Don't let you guys in on my life.
No. What if you come
Mark?
across what if you come across a psychic vampire? How do you stop that?
You can't really, but they say you can keep a crystal in your pocket.
Hmm.
So I might start carrying crystal with me. Ah, Gardner has some.
I got some extra
He's
Tibetan
smart.
Tektite if you need it over here.
Okay.
So, Tommy, you're right. Maybe it isn't our business to know what you do on most evenings. But here's what I don't understand. At some point, you do want to have a meaningful relationship with a woman. And I would imagine in order for you to get to that point in your life, that openly expressing to people that you spend most of your evenings reading things about psychic vampires could be of a detriment to your personal life. So just a suggestion going forward, that, it's something to keep in mind. Don't tell people, and don't tell them proudly, that you enjoy watching or reading content about psychic vampires.
I disagree with Travis.
Would talking about
Okay,
werewolves
interesting.
be better?
Mm-hmm.
How about just not doing those things and living your life like a normal boy?
No, boy. Who's he, Pinocchio? Yeah. But damn, I could use that for the next.
normal boy.
That could have been a nice
Exactly.
tag on a roast in the future. We
Yeah.
could have said this is what
What?
Pinocchio turned into.
Travis, what would I do to be a normal boy? You tell me, and then I will try and start doing some of those
Yeah,
things.
I always like
Step
these life
one.
lessons.
Step one, not read psychic vampire content.
Can't argue that.
Bad idea.
It's you have to know these things.
You got to have self-defense.
That's true. You have to know your enemy. See, that's why, Travis, you're trying to cancel everybody and deplatform everybody. He's going to see the enemy coming, and you're not even going to know this psychic vampire has an army behind him.
I ended up on an angelfire.com site.
Oh,
That was
no.
cool.
Oh, no. My first website was on Angel Fire. Oh, no.
Of course it was.
Remember the hot list, guys? 3 girls from my middle school and probably Kathy Ireland. I don't know. I don't know.
Anyway,
I work at Sesame Street. I live in the biggest city in America. I literally met celebrity comedians last night, and I'm on a podcast with a freaking nerd who absolutely has to watch psychic vampires and
I wasn't
people who
watching, I was
encourage.
reading.
Uh,
And tell me, give me more advice other than just not reading about psychic man. What would you
Do
do
3 push-ups a day.
Oh, that's not gonna happen.
no, it's certainly not.
Eat
Not
Eat
on the
more
clock
than
either.
6 ounces of meat in a week.
Why don't you tell him to do 3 push-ups a day,
I
Tommy?
mean, yeah, you do it. I had popcorn for dinner. That was fun.
no.
That's
No,
living,
no,
right?
Oh, Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
And you get the
Jesus
popcorn
Christ.
farts afterwards. Like, come on, man.
No.
Oh,
man.
God.
Yeah, you do.
I put extra butter on it. It felt great.
Oh.
And that was your dinner, Tommy?
Yeah.
Tommy, if you get a new heart, are you going to be ready for it? Is your
Probably
body going
not.
to be able to handle it?
No.
He's just gonna be like, all this blood's everywhere.
I
in
need
my
to start
body."
eating better,
Yeah.
but I don't know how.
Yeah.
His
So,
body will reject only unless it's a heart like mine.
all right,
I'm going to
Travis.
have to die to keep Tommy alive.
You would enjoy that though, and then you'd be like, "I'll come back."
Only
as a
if
ghost,
you'll build
trust
this.
me."
Yes. What if you took my heart to
Okay.
live, but I get to be a ghost? I only ask you make a statue of me.
That's what
It'll
kind-
be a
what do you
little
want?
bronze one.
It'll be
Yes.
It'll be 30 pounds and 5'2", just like the Jack Daniels statue.
Okay, perfect. And
Where
it
would
will
we put
eventually
your-
be stolen for some unknown reason.
Where would
Yeah.
we put your statue?
Who? Oh my God.
There's only one place.
Yeah, there is only one place.
Out back in the alley behind his favorite dive bar.
Nope.
No,
would like-
inside the River de Pear.
I would like to be a monument in the middle of the River de Pear, like high up so
There
that
it
even
is.
if it floods, it still rises above.
They know that if the water hits the tip of your concrete cigarette, we're in trouble, right? It's a
now that's
it's
a
measure
monument.
mark. Yeah.
I like that.
I,
I like
Woo!
that.
I was reading an old RFT article about the River de Pear a couple days ago. They got some.
Are you Tommy's real father? Like, is that what we're gonna find? Is this what we're building up to? Is there a reveal? Yeah. Okay.
They got some access to the tunnel underneath, to all the tunnels underneath.
Really?
They call it a sewer system.
I was wondering how they got that.
Do you think?
I would love to take a little trip if I could make that happen.
No, no.
It's literally a shit
No,
shoot.
no.
We'll be fine.
Oh man.
That's all right. You wear boots.
Yeah. Rubber boots.
So just a real quick recap.
Oh, the Blues won. Yeah, that's right.
Blues
Yeah.
won fair or foul today. The city of Boston. It's Blues Bruins in the Stanley Cup Finals. Southtown Pub. That's where you should watch your Blues playoff. Man, Blues Finals. Watch it at Southtown Pub. $10 to the bar that we've been working with for several years is your prize today. WAL at weareliveradio.com is your email. We've got a melee today. Gardner great job. We got to jump on this. And if you guys could explain to me the second part of this, I don't get it. I do get it because there's a lot of Caucasian folks involved,
Yeah.
and we are susceptible to this.
I'm going to
I
tell
know
you,
the Gloria part.
I don't get it either. And
So-
I'm not sure. And I haven't maybe necessarily looked into it like I should have.
Yeah.
But maybe that's something we could explore here.
Send Tommy out, man
Yeah.
on the street to find out why.
I can do it.
So the melee today, in terms of St. Louis Blues rally songs, is Gloria or Take Me Home Country Roads a better overall tune? A, Gloria. B, Take Me Home Country Roads. The great John Denver sang that. Laura Branigan doing the Gloria song. The Gloria song is attached completely, but there is this.
Also a new song by the Lumineers.
Oh, really?
Oh, which one? Oh,
Gloria.
Yeah, Gloria.
Recent release.
Okay. So why we don't know why they're doing the country? Is it literally just the guys like the song and it's super easy to sing along to?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It would have been awesome, especially for Travis, if they would have done What's Up. And we could have heard. I say, what's going on? Now that
I've
would have
never
been
been more frightened in my entire life.
that would have been awesome to have that one. I think I would have enjoyed that a little more. I don't know. Like, take a song, fine, try to make it your own, but when you take one that has another state's name in it, that's it's tough to make your own that way when it's already denoted for or denoting another place. That's the problem.
Strange, yeah.
I like the song, but
Right.
still.
I mean, can we just walk in and be like, actually, I think it should be Return of the Mac. Maybe every rose has its thorn needs a spin. Like, what are we
Because-
doing?
I want to take this at least process kind of seriously. Because when St. Louis gets an MLS team, I want them to have a song that they can sing along to before a game or after a game. Much like England has Don't Look Back in Anger. Like, they sing that together as a crowd before a game or after a game. So they have, like, their song that they can, and it's a rock song and something newer, like from at least the mid-'90s that you can get into. I would love the MLS team here in St. Louis to have something similar. So I don't want to, just say, oh, yeah, whatever happens, happens with a song like that, because I want to make sure it's something that has staying power and can be cool for the MLS team. That's why I need to kind of see how these processes work, because I want to make sure we follow the proper process in finding a song for the MLS team.
Mr. Brightside.
Black Sheep says anyone who's ever been to a piano bar knows that Hey Jude is the song to go with.
Hey Jude,
Go on, Tom.
don't make me sad.
Aw,
I
no
messed it
Tommy.
up.
You screwed up, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
So
Spend all that
that's
damn time on Psychic Vampires is what your dumb ass did.
yeah, that's good. That's a good
Do you do
analysis
any,
there,
fan
Trav.
fiction or any writing?
No, man, I didn't do that.
Real quick,
What are you looking at me like that for?
Because I don't know if I believe you.
No, I don't. No, I really don't. That's like the one thing I never got into, thankfully.
I wish you would.
speaking of thanks, I'd like to give thanks to St. Louis Counseling Services for sponsoring this show. That's right, St. Louis Counseling here to help businesses, individuals alike. They've got school programs, all kinds of great community outreach. St. Louis Counseling, improving lives since 1955. You can hear their podcast, Mental Health Matters, each week as Tom Duff discusses mental health in the world today with a variety of guests. You have mental health professionals, artists, comedians, all kinds of great. Corey Hirsch, former NHL goaltender, has been a guest. Benjamin Hockman, guest of ours yesterday, has been on Mental Health Matters. Be sure to check it out online and be sure to check out stlouiscounseling.org for all of your counseling needs in the St. Louis area. Travis, you mentioned you were hanging out with comedians and celebrities last night. I know you were out celebrating being a St. Louisan for at least 10 minutes until people gave you a weird look, I'm sure. What comedians, what celebrity, other than Big Bird's costume, were you hanging out with yesterday that you were so brash to bring up on this program?
Well, I went to a real comedy venue last night in Manhattan called the Comedy Cellar, where the likes of the great Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, Jerry Seinfeld have stopped by on numerous occasions to perform surprise sets. But I went to go support my friend and a person that I was happy to bring to St. Louis not too long ago after the Lou Fest comedy tent fell through. I worked diligently to reach out to her. I thought she would make a great feature for a comedy show here in St. Louis. And I've known her now for, several months. We go back and forth. We text. Georgia girl, my sister, Mia Jackson.
Oh, wow. How do you get paused there? Oh, my gosh. Gardner, did you do that?
I did not.
Oh, how perfect is that? Oh, my gosh. For those of you listening at home, Travis's video just froze up at the perfect part. No audio, no anything.
Damn it.
Oh, my God. That was so perfect. You look like a moron with your mouth hanging out. Better not catch any flies with that mouth. Man, oh, man, that was amazing. Oh,
Gardner, did you do that on purpose?
I thought he did because he made
not.
a movement and it looked like he hit a button. I was like, "You've got that ability? You
No.
didn't tell me that. That's
Like,
great."
here's what
Son of a bitch,
here's what
Gardner.
you look like when you finish. You're like this.
Many listeners,
Yeah, just
seen
like that.
seen that look on Travis's face
Hey,
before.
shut up. No, they haven't. Okay,
So-
it's a few. But that's beside the point.
Cankles
Anyway,
doesn't
I was at
count.
the
We
Comedy
were
Cellar
cool
checking out the
already.
great Mia Jackson. She was performing, and I got a sneak peek of her show that many of you will see this upcoming Thursday. She should be arriving in that bluster of a city here in an hour or so. So you guys take care of my dear friend. And Chris, stop sending her text messages to tell her to dress up like characters from Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, as if she just has that outfit laying around.
Almost like the show's themed. But you weren't aware of that.
No, I was, because I was talking about that with several of the comedians in the Comedy Cellar. They were just telling me, yeah, man, when I go on tour, that's all I do is theme show comedy shows.
Mm-hmm. Well, do they have?
Like, yeah.
Do they? I can't even do this right now. So tomorrow.
Like, yeah, man, when I get booked in Brooklyn, man, they tell me to dress like old timey folk.
Be sure to check out Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
They were very excited to hear that Mia was traveling to St. Louis for a themed comedy show.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah, way to go, guys.
Wear your vintage clothing. Enjoy some music from the show. Marvelous Mrs. Mia. Tomorrow, there's some tickets available, and we have an announcement on this as well. Libby Higgins, Sarah Perry. Sarah Perry just did the Laughing Skull Festival in Atlanta. She's very talented. You know Libby from performing throughout the U.S. All of her videos are amazing. Very funny stand-up and improviser. Mia is headlining, and because Mia is coming through, and everybody's super excited, the great toasted ravioli. You remember toasted ravioli, Travis?
I've heard about it.
Anthonino's has world famous toasted raviolis right here on the Hill in St. Louis. It's a very famous neighborhood. Travis, it's very cultured, very delicious.
Okay.
Anthonino's providing complimentary toasted ravioli for the first 100 people that show up, and that's not you get a ravioli. They've got ravioli, and I'm going to screw this up. Add this to Travis's sentence of the week. Spanakopita? Spanakopita? Spanakopita. Yeah, because they're a Greek-Italian restaurant on the Hill, and it's amazing. So it's actually super, super tasty. So come hungry, get your tickets online at MetroTix, and join us. It's going to be a packed
I just
house.
have to say, I love that place.
It's so good. It's so
From
good.
salads.
Gardner, yeah, like that's another tell for Gardner. Like when Gardner loves something,
Yeah.
like you also know because he finds a way to appropriately express it. And you, sir, have gone out of your way to retweet several tweets about this lovely Italian place. So it looks like when I come back to Flyover Country, I'll have to stop into the little humdinger of a shop.
You should.
I'm going to be honest. I only found out about this restaurant a few weeks ago, but they're easily my favorite toasted ravioli.
Oh,
in the
so
city
good.
by
Yeah,
now.
but I mean, like the first time I went there, and the times that I went there afterwards, for like, I guess the first 3 times, it was for their salad, their Mediterranean style salad, and then I'm like, oh, let me try this other stuff, and I'm like, oh, I like salad, but I like other food too, so I should try other food maybe. Okay, I will, and so that's kind of how that happened. But yeah, I can't say enough about them.
It's so good. There's always a good crowd. They always get you in quick. So either way, they're part of that. So get there early. We'll have doors at 7. The show starts at 8. And if you get there, you can have a cocktail and some toasted ravioli as part of your ticket. So tickets online at MetroTix, and we're doing it. You got no excuses. The games. I'll be honest. That's the most I've spoke about a Game 7 hockey game with a comedian before, ever. I just told her, I was like, hey, if you pray, go ahead and pray for a Blues win tonight because a Game 7 Western Conference final, while lazy as a promoting organization to completely complain if a sporting event tanks your comedy event, also very true in a city like St. Louis. A Game 7 would have just crippled anything that's not hockey. So we got lucky. So no excuses. Get out, support Mia, Libby, and Sarah. What you got there, hockey boy?
Speaking of game-sinking shows, if you guys want to come see me perform in the Funny Bone competition.
Oh, this is great. This is actually, yeah, this is really funny.
If you guys want to see me perform in the Funny Bone competition, I'll be performing next Monday.
This Monday.
That one. This Monday, the 27th, which is Labor Day and a playoff game.
Memorial Day.
Oh, Memorial Day. You got it all wrong.
Psychic vampire doesn't want anything to do with that brain of yours.
It is Memorial Day and a Blues game.
Oh, man.
Well,
Trav, that should be a light turnout.
Tommy, don't worry about the crowd. Just worry about your performance, and I think you're going to do well. Good luck, my friend. I hope you go on to the next round.
What is? I'm so confused at this love affair with Tommy and Travis that's back and forth.
they're creatives.
Because Tommy, look at Tommy. Tommy is a youngin'. He's a rookie. He's turning into one of the hottest comedians in St. Louis. He puts in the work, and I think he deserves all the opportunities in the world because he tries hard. He puts in the effort, and I'm proud of the kid. Look at him. Every day he comes into this show, and he puts on a strong performance. He gives a great effort, and that's all you can ask for. The other millennials are too busy watching psychic vampires and not keeping up with sports.
Yeah. Look.
Not Tommy. He's writing material to be the funniest person in St. Louis.
Travis thinks Tommy's two people. That's what we find out. It's like those Tommies. They're good guys.
How do you know I wasn't reading the psychic vampires for material?
There you go.
I got a joke about psychics, so maybe it goes into that.
Okay. Well, that's nice.
But that's besides the point.
Putting in the effort, getting things done. Text from Travis Terrell at 7:54 a.m. our time. Just got up. Dial it in here in a second.
Look, I was up celebrating, enjoying of the Blues win here in Brooklyn. You know, they care about hockey so much here. And so I just wanted to get out and party in the streets like my fellow St. Louisans. So excuse me for wanting to celebrate my civic pride.
Big shout out, speaking of things happening Thursday, we've got the comedy show, but congrats to Gene, who won 2 tickets to The Who. We teamed up with Hollywood Casino Amphitheater and gave away 2 tickets to The Who yesterday. So everybody want to just pat ourselves on the back real quick that we were able to provide that for some lucky folks, and we appreciate all the support, everybody. So Travis,
Yeah, there shouldn't be.
This is a really weird chicken. This is a really weird, non-entertaining chicken that we were just playing there. Oh man,
they're a band.
Who?
Okay.
Yeah, they're a band.
All right.
Oh boy.
Stonewalling.
Who's a band?
Okay.
The creatives are really handling the show today very well, aren't they? Huh?
Really working it out.
The creatives. I can see why you have to stick with your own.
The Who are a British rock band from the 60s, 70s.
Well,
60s,
they're
70s.
still playing.
60s and 70s. Well, the Who started in 60s and 70s, came to popularity, and now they are coming here. And that is the answer to your question, Travis. Who? The Who.
Nice. Okay. All right.
I thought you were going to say it again.
They are going to do a few of those CSI songs, right?
Who are you?
Wait.
All right.
Wait, Tommy. No. You got to do this again.
Tommy?
What the F was that?
That was the
Tommy,
song.
All right, try it again.
Now I'm laughing too hard.
Okay, calm down. Just calm down. Settle in.
All right. Who are you?
That's good. That's really good. I'm so proud of Tommy. Look at him.
A couple comments that we can get to. I got to do something to pull us out of this. Ron,
By the way, how's
Man,
that
you
going?
want a Team Dennis shirt. You ain't got itch to say to anybody this damn
you stole your white T-shirt from what I assume to be your roommate's boyfriend's pile in the bathroom. We're not allowed to talk about T-shirts.
It's clean.
Man, we
You've
just
told,
happen to wear the same size. What do you want me to do?
you've told the host of the PF Chang's you're streaming from Water's Fine 3 times. This is getting out of hand. I do.
Crab Ragoon is so good.
Yeah. Get those lettuce wraps. Those
Hey,
are pretty good.
you got any breakfast Rangoon? The great Ron Finger, he's the local comedian, says Tommy doesn't put on clean clothes though. Any defense for yourself there, Tommy?
Yes, I do, Ron.
Oh, good defense.
Good defense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well
that's
done.
all I need.
Good
Good
job.
defense. That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Good job there.
Real quick,
Proud of
back to the Blues thing and our confusion with Take Me Home Country Roads.
Yeah.
The great Birchie in the comments said they did a story on KSDK about it. They had just randomly played it, and then I guess they cut it off, and the
people
crowd
kept
kept
singing.
singing it, and it became a thing.
Ah, that's unfortunate.
That is not that
That
interesting.
is very
Like
unfortunate.
it
and
is-
stupid.
It is organic, so I can appreciate
We
that.
like organic growth. If
Yeah.
you're listening, watching, share
So
right
organic
now.
is pretty cool. Organic is how normally it should be done, but you can kind of guide that organicity.
Nosity? Organosity?
Organicity, if you do it properly. And I don't know if that's, that's not the, I'm a huge Neil Diamond fan,
As we would hope so.
the Jewish Elvis.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I was conceived while Neil Diamond was playing at the
That's
Mary
nasty,
Kay
man.
Motel in North
Man,
County.
that's nasty.
Love on the Rocks, ain't no surprise.
The Rock Road?
Not too far away.
Yeah.
But like Sweet Caroline's not even close to one of his best songs. Not even close.
Caroline.
Yeah. The Boston Red Sox fans, they've kind of co-opted that as
Yeah.
part of their whatever.
If you took a poll of 1,000 people
That's
that
not
had
the one you
general
want.
had general sports knowledge, they would tell you that Neil Diamond grew up in the heart of Boston,
Yeah.
for sure. Like at least the Dropkick
No.
Murphys are from there.
Fever pitch didn't help at all either.
No, it certainly didn't. Do we counter back when the Blues take the Stanley Cup this year with a St. Louis fever pitch,
How would that work? We just have
fever sheet
random
of
St. Louis
ice?
celebrities. Yeah, just jump on the ice at the end of the
Yeah.
Stanley Cup final, and who would be the two celebrities from St. Louis?
Do we have to do St. Louis, or we go completely unoriginal and we just hire Jimmy Fallon for the job and be like, "How's it feel, Boston?
Make
He
him
wasn't
do it
from
again."
your city. He's a
Yeah.
New York guy."
John Goodman and John Hamm.
There it is.
Like making out. on
Coming
the
of
ice?
it. No, well, yeah. It's a father-son story, so of course, yeah. I think
Oh,
that
that'll
works.
work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
father-son
Yeah, that
story
works.
with Ham and Goodman. We doing that?
Goodman was a good father in Coyote Ugly, was he not? Played a good father
catch that
character.
one.
Yeah.
Huh. What's happening, Trav?
Man, if you just don't keep it moving, you act like I don't live in the. You're such a weirdo.
I actually
a freak. You
I
are a
actually
serious
love it.
Freak.
I
thought
actually
I
love
heard
it
somebody
because
sneeze
in an
earlier,
urban
so.
area, and any type of noise that you hear comes from living inside an urban area. You do remember where I am, right?
Those are
that noise is
sneezes.
a foot and a half away from you. Yeah, I
That's a
think I
sneeze.
think you have a lady over from the night before, and you're like,
Everything
hey, watch
is
me
a
do my
foot and a half
podcast.
away from me.
What's
Oh
that?
my God, man. Get out of your little silly conservative bubble. Leave your little freaking red state from time to time and get to know the world. Where it make damn sense. Well, where's their noise coming from? New York City. Because people are
You know
doing
what?
things, man.
Calm down. You didn't know where you were going to live there until 2 days before you left. So,
I'm going to say 7 hours before he left.
hey, you grow up. Hey,
Yeah.
do things normal. We've seen you adult, okay?
yeah.
We've seen it.
We've seen you Googling, can you exchange plane tickets with an hour before the flight? Listen, I wasn't going to say anything, but it was in all the computers here at the office.
We're not there to see the process as it happens, so you can try and sell it to us differently now.
Right.
But we've seen that process. We've seen it. We've been inside that sausage factory.
Oh, and it's nasty. But you know who's got a great process? Gateway Powder Coating.
Yes,
Tommy.
they do.
They
They do have a
certainly
great
do.
process.
Travis has probably forgotten about them, but they are the #1 powder coating resource in the Midwest. Fast, durable, affordable. That's Gateway Powder Coating. Check out gatewaypowdercoat.com. Their Facebook page has all their great projects they work on. They've been doing fantastic work for years in the St. Louis area. If you have metal that needs powder coated, you take it to Gateway Powder Coating. Big fans of ours, which means you are big fans of theirs because they support us, people. Travis, we've got a little bit of
Yes,
time.
Chris.
Sorry, go ahead.
I actually have
It's
something
9.
for Travis.
It's 8:43. We have plenty of time.
Well, I got cut off a third of the way into my sentence, and I was yielding to Gardner. And have at it, buddy.
We need to address something. That's why I wanted to, before we got into anything else.
Mm-hmm.
There was a tweet yesterday about pregame festivities at a particular establishment here in St. Louis. The tweet came from a friend of the show, a person who actually dropped by the office here last Friday and brought me a sandwich and then hung out for a little while. From St. Louis Post-Dispatch sports columnist, the hayseed hack himself, Ben Frederickson. Now, the tweet is this. Maurizio's Pizza is already blaring Gloria. Fair or foul?
At 5:02 p.m. on the 21st of May, 2019, year of our Lord. 5:03, did Travis respond?
Cease and desist. Cease and desist, I
Yeah.
believe, is what you responded with. Correct, Travis?
That's a legal term.
That's absolutely what I did. And I immediately called my dream team of lawyers. I informed them that I would be filing a motion today in St. Louis City Court about what happened. And I made sure to CC you guys on it as witnesses, so you may be called to testify.
You didn't CC me.
Tommy, you're not that important.
So I will be defending the other team while we talk about
Yeah,
it.
that's not how the law works.
It
See,
is.
that's what happens when you spend your
It
time
is.
watching psychic vampires.
That's what happens.
It is. My dad used to be a lawyer.
Oh,
so,
wow.
The other
Okay.
team.
yeah. The other defense team.
Oh, Team Denman?
No.
Oh. Well, you can't have two defense teams,
Okay.
right?
Oh boy.
This is getting out of
Jesus
hand.
There's only
He's
one.
he's the prosecutor.
So
Okay.
He's prosecuting.
Oh, God.
So I am on the
Oh,
defense
Suji.
team.
Well, you need to clarify it that way, though.
Okay, that's what I meant.
Gardner,
can't-
pot his mic down.
yeah, we're just gonna ask him to leave. Travis,
I
wait-
actually want to know more about the psychic vampires.
yeah.
But
We'll talk on break.
now, you wanted some vengeance here, didn't you, Travis?
I want sweet vengeance because Ben Fred and I, when he first returned to St. Louis, we got off to a rough start. Mainly because the show that Gardner used to produce for tried to take We Are Live out. They made it their goal to try to destroy us, and I made sure that that wouldn't happen. And we fought the good fight, and we came to a lovely peace treaty. And that peace was disturbed after that tweet. Now, everyone knows that I work diligently on this show to come up with creative segments to make this show entertaining. And so a lot of blood, sweat, and tears go into these creative segments. And for a hayseed hack like Ben Frederickson to come along with his blue check mark and many follows and just completely co-opt a segment that I personally created, I was disgusted by that behavior. And Chris, being that you were there to witness the birth of Fair or Foul, I would hope you're just as upset.
I wanted to retweet you to spread awareness, and for some reason I couldn't. So then I checked out, and I'm Team Ben Fred on this.
Because you protected your tweets.
That's right. That's right.
How
You
do
know
s-
what?
In
Read
the end,
messages.
in the end, it didn't really protect you.
Okay.
How's that for a
Gardner,
plot
if you don't
twist?
mind, can you go to the Brooklyn can?
Okay, hold on here 1 second.
Pizza Hut brings you
Okay.
Brooklyn-style pizza cam
You know,
with Travis
normally-
Terrell live from
Now, you
Brooklyn,
went-
New York, via VMix, St. Louis, Missouri.
You know, interns are made for like writing stuff up and stuff, so I could have written
Oh
that cease
boy!
and desist.
Oh wow!
Listen here, you dusty ass ham hocks. I don't give a damn about your silly ass Maurizio pizza. I don't give a damn about your little stupid ass newspaper, okay? You absolutely blew it, sonny boy. You just woke the angry black dragon, and I'm about to breathe fire all over that ass.
End scene.
Hold on.
Hang on.
Hold on.
Look at him. Oh boy.
You fucked up, buddy boy. You fucked up.
Oh wow. Oh my. Travis Terrell in the close-up. Oh wow. I never thought fair or foul would be defended so hard. You're taking this very personal, Travis. Can I get a Travis? We don't have to do the close-up. Can I just go? And this time, it's personal.
And this time, it's personal.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good. Yeah.
Now,
I appreciate that.
I don't have the video that
So,
you
Chris,
wanted.
if you're going to choose a side, choose wisely, because I light your chubby ass up, too.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
you're the fattest New Yorker I've ever seen in my life. Look at your stained white shirt. You're hiding the mustard stains. Get out of here with that.
Yeah.
No. I'll take it. I'll take whatever side I choose.
Yeah, way to take on the newspaper, too. You got the New York Post up there. Who owns that? Who owns the New York Post, Travis?
See, like in a real city, there are multiple newspapers.
Yeah. We have multiple
so-
newspapers here, too.
Oh, really? Tell me the other one.
Do independent newspapers count?
Oh, you don't appreciate the St. Louis American, Travis. I see. I'm going to email them, let them know that. About that.
RFT.
The Jewish American Light?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were Mr. Liberal, Mr. Diversity. I don't even see white people up here. I'm Travis Terrell,
a good
fattest New Yorker there is. Oh, I'm so jolly from the Midwest,
Turning
but
into
I'm trying to hide it because I don't want everyone to know what I really am.
I just want everybody to know.
What just happened?
I want everybody to know.
Travis, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened.
I want everybody to know this is funny and it's fun and it's a good time. The best part of this entire thing is the star of the second half of the show, Dr. Edmund Yako. He went to veterinary school at the University of Missouri. He's owned a business
Yeah,
for
so what?
decades. He's a stand-up human. He's done so much for the city, for the area and everything. He is sitting on the couch in the studio witnessing this madness back and forth. And he's you know what, you guys, if you don't take 10 of your dogs to him today for him having to sit through this, we're going to be very upset with you. And Ron wants to know, Travis, have you ever heard of the Evening Whirl?
Oh, I bought one the other day.
Meredith wants to know, Tommy, does your dad still have lawyer money?
That is no business of yours.
I'm noticing a recent theme with lovely Meredith. She's been asking a lot of financial background questions of Tommy of recent.
Hey Meredith,
It's almost as if she's changing her mind on Tommy.
I was going to say
Hey.
she was real cocky about the whole situation, and maybe her situation personally is changing.
Hey Meredith, I got 2 season tickets for Friday. If you don't have your kids,
Call it the baseball match.
it's at the baseball.
If you don't have your
I
kids,
know.
Jesus,
Call-
Tommy.
I know, Travis.
Jesus.
Call it the baseball match.
If you,
Call it
where would the
baseball
kids go, Tommy?
A
If you don't
babysitter?
have the kids,
If you don't have
match. Tommy spreads that cash. He'll pay for a babysitter, huh? What's up now?
Ooh.
Up to $25.
I think that'll get you a half hour's worth of babysitting, right?
That will get you 15 minutes.
That's all he needs.
So Travis,
Oh.
I didn't have the.
Hey,
Oh,
All right,
Christ,
nobody
that's
in the
so
room
rude.
or on the camera needs to be 15 minutes is plenty. Let's just say that.
Come on now.
Speak for yourself, pal. Got a strong
17.
6 in me right now.
I bet you do. What's his name?
That's the funniest. Damn it.
Ooh, looks like the non-creatives are having the show today.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You guys are. Yes.
I love that Gardner's really taking a war on creatives today. We're in my happy
Derek
place.
Fisher and Horace Grant is finally having a game.
Hey, I used to wear rec specs.
Oh, hey, no, I'm Horace in this situation. Well, you're not Derek. You're Derek Fisher.
I used to
You
wear
punk.
rec specs.
No, I don't care.
I had
No.
glasses.
No, absolutely not.
So did I had rec specs playing second base and the shortstop on my baseball team had rec specs too. We both had rec specs up the middle.
Sponsored by Lynn's Crafters.
I'm officially lost.
I know.
Why would a short person stop something?
This is
Sorry,
for
go
you,
ahead.
Travis, because this is all I got. I don't have the Ben Fred GIF.
Ben Fredrickson, local celebrity, stealing your favorite segment, fair or foul.
Just remember, this is him as a child, and he tries to run away from this photo any chance he gets. Any
Look at
chance
that.
he gets.
Look at that, man.
That's a respected writer for the Post-Dispatch. His name, Benjamin Fredrickson, and it's him with a real strong mohawk, skinned side head, and 2 kittens in his grasp.
Holding him by the neck, kind of.
Yeah, that's why I called it a grasp. He's not really holding him; he's clamping him.
It looks like somebody who'd be on Team Deadman.
I was
I
thinking
agree.
that.
He would.
Yeah.
He absolutely would be.
He's a good soldier for Team Denman. Yeah.
I will, if he doesn't apologize soon, there's another photo that I haven't used as much that I secured.
Remind they ass, Gardner. Remind they ass.
Secured the day before, or the day of his wedding, actually, I believe, from his mother. It's him. He's a little portlier at the time as a child. He's husky. I believe his parents actually, or his mom used to, scratch out the husky on his jeans for him. And he's got braids in this one. So that's the next one that goes up, and we'll continue until there's an apology.
There's nothing wrong.
So I will back you up on this, Travis.
Thank you,
However,
Gardner. You're a great American and a great St. Louisan.
I'm only doing it
Great
because
American.
I
You wanna
believe
join my
it's
team?
right. I'm putting party aside here because I'm not pleased with how you're treating us here still. You can definitely tell that. But I can put country over party in this instance, if that makes sense.
There's no problem with braids in a guy's hair.
On that note, I've got a little bit of some bangs going on. Travis, would you mind if I braided my hair for tomorrow for the show?
Can we get that Denman shot? Let's see what that looks like.
Gardner
Okay,
just
hold on one second
boy, you
here.
couldn't if you could have heard that sigh. Oh man.
I used to have feathers in my hair.
Look at that.
How's that flow, Trev?
You should definitely braid that, bro.
Yeah, you think? Kind of got the
That
Tom
or
DeLonge
highlight
going
it.
just a little bit.
That's when I first met you. Had highlights.
I didn't have highlights, but
Oh yeah,
What were they? Crispy silver tips. What were they called? Tip
that's
tips.
not a thing.
Blonde tips?
Really?
I don't think
Frosted
so.
tips.
Oh boy.
There were no frosted tips.
Hockman used to have those.
Like Guy Fieri?
You don't have to really go Italian
Yeah,
on that.
it was
We can
kind of
call
Guy
it
Fieri. He was the. Yeah,
You think
he
I was Guy Fieri?
Yeah, he was like, I was like, oh man, you pretty cool, dude. How'd you get your tips like that?
Tommy, you used to have feathers in your hair? Is that what
Yeah.
you said?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Don't entertain Tommy's
He's got
stupidity.
He's got that Elizabeth Warren DNA.
That's not it. No. They were just like, there was a blue and orange feather just in my hair when it was real long.
We'll discuss that and more on the other side. Dr. Ed from Hillside Animal Hospital joined us through a great round of Dogs on Film. Big thanks to everybody for tuning in for the first hour. Travis Terrell's live in Brooklyn. We're here in St. Louis and Grand Center. Huge thank you to Tech Electronics for making the studio possible. Local business can take care of all your tech needs. Check out Tech Electronics online, Facebook, Instagram. They're always keeping you up to date, and they're a wonderful locally owned company. Also, guys, don't forget Mia Jackson here tomorrow night. She's doing the press run tomorrow. She was the star of the Lou Fest Redo Show. We're doing a show right up the street. You can get tickets online. Metro Ticket's going to be a very fun time. Get those tickets, people. Free Anthonino's toasted ravioli included with your ticket. So it's going to be a hell of a time. Quick break here from the Midcoast studio. Travis's eye looking like Sauron in New York. We'll be right back.